pleasure to welcome you to Johannesburg, where the local time is 6:21. Please stay seated with your seatbelt fastened and carry-on items stowed until the aircraft is parked at the gate and the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign.
All the hunting ranges is privately owned, and it's over the years, many years ago, it was basically just cattle, and our government said that with all the game that's around, you have a lot of game crossing the main roads and stuff, and they had trouble with if a vehicle hits an animal that you can claim it from the government. So the government actually told the game ranchers that if they wanna do hunting and stuff on their ranch, they need to put up a fence that they give a specification on, which is an 8-foot fence with 21 wires going up. Basically, not to keep other animals from coming into your property, but basically to keep what you have in your property, because the animals is also privately owned. A property like ours, which is one of the biggest privately owned hunting concessions in South Africa, which is 25,000 acres piece of property with no fences on the inside. They can, if they run, they disappear. The fences also helps us a lot because we have rhinos and stuff, and you guys all know about the rhino poaching problem in South Africa and all over Africa where there's rhinos. Sometimes twice a week we'll drive all around the fence, which is about a 40-mile fence line to get around the property, and there we can search for tracks and see if there's somebody that came in that wants to make trouble. That's our bread and butter, and that keeps a lot of the workers that we have. We have a lot of guys working for us, households that gets money from the property, and we need to have them to do all the work that we need to do, check the fences, check for rhino poachers, all that stuff. So the hunting industry brings a lot of money in for us, and we put it all back into our property.
And this is the exact reason why I wanted to come to South Africa. Although their conservation model is very different than we have in the States, it's also proven to be very effective. It's day one here in Africa. We're in this old water tank that they converted basically into a blind. This is crazy. We've been cruising around all day, and I mean, this property is so big. We never saw any fences. I mean, it's just, I can tell you right now, if they dropped me in the middle of it, I'd get lost and I wouldn't be able to find my way out, that's for sure. So. get rid of all the monkeys. We just got surrounded by all these monkeys, and they started barking kind of like the way we would have like a squirrel bark at us. So we just came out and scared them all off. We have squirrels back home. They'll do the same thing. They'll start barking and let the deer know.
Everybody knows that. It's better to chase them off. Freaking monkeys.
We're actually in a different blind, an elevated blind at that, but this thing's huge, big concrete floor. It's going to be warm today. They're saying it's going to get up to about 97 this afternoon, but you know, a little change of scenery is pretty nice. We saw a ton of animals the last 2 days out of the other blind. They just weren't the animals that I was looking for, but so we're going to try this spot out and see how it goes today, but no shortage of stuff. I mean, it's stuff that you've seen in books or magazines or at the zoo, and so that's pretty cool to see them up close like that and watch them interact. Monkeys and different wildebeest and giraffe and everything like that. So we'll see what we got coming in here. Hopefully we can find an impala, kudu, Kim's buck, blessed buck.
That's a nice old male, that one. Man, that white bow is quiet.
What's that?
That bow is quiet.
Yeah. Whisper.
Holy smokes. You barely heard it go.
Yeah, I mean, the arrow hitting's got more of a sound than anything.
That bow is freaking quiet. Good job, Nets. Good job. That brought it really did the trick.
Thank you.
First one down.
Yeah, first one down. So today is day 5 here in South Africa. This is actually a pit blind that we came into yesterday afternoon, and we had a few things come in, but we're not seeing any tracks through the night. So we're hoping that, you know, the animals didn't come in at night and they're gonna come in this morning. So Jeep's out here right now. The best is to find a bunch of zebra poop, put it in a line, find which direction the wind's blowing, start burning from one end, and it'll burn like incense. Just burn poop. I might be onto something back home and try it with whitetails. Never seen a jackal yet the whole trip, and one came in. I was able to get a shot on it, and then a warthog, a female, came in, definitely injured. The right rear leg was just kind of hanging on, and Jeep actually picked it up as soon as it got out in front of us and told me to go ahead and knock an arrow to go ahead and put that one, you know, put it down, because it's obviously just suffering and dragging that leg around, and something else, you know, leopard or something's gonna get it. So yeah, used to it. So we just got out of the blind. We're gonna start picking up some arrows, start tracking blood, see if we can find this warthog first.
Go for it off. There you nailed it.
Yeah, so this was the warthog that came in, and something had happened to her back. You can see one of the legs is broken. It was just kind of hanging on by a bunch of skin. And
someone that shot it from one of the neighbor's side, because we don't really hunt the warthog females at all.
So picking up the next arrow. This will be the jackal. Took off this way. Jeep's tracking blood already. We're gonna go ahead and commit to an all-day sit here today. You know, those are the two main animals that I was after. So, being that we saw both of them here yesterday in the same spot, we're just gonna lock in here and ride it out today. But it's been a crazy week. I mean, seen a lot of stuff, just nothing quite inside bow range for us that we wanted. But like I said, yesterday was a good sign, seeing a lot of mature animals on this natural water source. And that's the crazy thing about a lot of the different outfitters that I'm learning out here. The more water you have, obviously the harder it is. And this is just a humongous property with a ton of natural water everywhere. So it definitely presents its own challenges, and but it makes it more fun too. Just got our second impala. Good job, John. Man, we had a good one here, we had a good one there. They're all kind of moving around, working around. That one we thought moved off, but he came back in. But it gave us a chance to get a closer look at a different one. And then originally, this one here just had a lot cooler shape. Super awesome. He's really cool. He steps flaring up. He steps out. He's got that big curl. Steps flaring up. Excellent job, man. Congratulations. Thank you. Oh, that's awesome. Another impala. Felt like the shot was good, but we got into this thick stuff here, and Michael was able to get the dogs out. The dogs got right on it and came right to him. You're eating good. And even sometimes in the episode, cameraman makes a kill too. Dude, yesterday was your 31st birthday.
Today I killed a zebra.
In South Africa. Not too bad.
What a wild world.
Not too bad for a Minnesota Iowa boy.
And none of them zebras are gone. Like, do you want one too?
Well, we're just getting out of the blind today. We spent about 10 hours in that hot box today, and it got pretty warm this afternoon. The wind died down, and it got really quiet. We had 2 kudu bulls that came in, and unfortunately they were probably 7 yards outside the blind. Came in on kind of a blind side. One of them caught Drew literally just reaching up to make an adjustment on the camera, and he was already skittish, and that was kind of the last thing he needed. Then he had kind of confirmation that something was up, and he tore out of there before I even had a chance to draw. But that camera's saved a lot of animals over the years, but I mean, it comes with the deal, you know, you can't produce a hunting show without a camera. So day 7 here with RhinoLand, and we've gotten so close a couple different times with the bow and the kudus, but this morning we're gonna grab a gun and we're gonna grab a bow, and we're gonna go out there and see if we can find them. You know, the clock's winding down, and it's an animal that I definitely wanted to get. And granted, the bow was preferred, but obviously, you know, I don't have any problems with the gun. And if we spot one, and that's what it's going to take, then that's what we'll do.
You have a tear shot. You're gonna have to shoot him in the chest.
Okay.
Go for it.
All right. Nobody move. Good job! Nice shot. That hit like a ton of bricks right there. Wow. Hey, look at this.
Good job, John.
Loopholed. Thank you very much.
Baboons.
Is that a sound right there?
Baboons.
All this baboons. Oh man. Hey, excellent spot. We were just kind of cruising around, and Jeep looked up there, and I don't even know how he saw that on the top. I mean, yeah, it was kind of silhouetted, but we had already made the turn, and Jeep spotted that up there. This is the PH right here. Every time I come here, I'm only hunting with Jeep, every time. Man, that is a hammer of a kudu.
Awesome.
I mean,
kudu
a
bull,
hammer. How many yards?
239.
239. Oh my gosh. That is awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I really appreciate that.
John, let's go up the mountain and go and see if we can get him.
Let's get it. Man,
Can
he's
we?
dead right here. Oh, this is awesome. Oh, he has a unicorn point
In the middle of his
right in the middle.
nose. That's unique.
Look at that.
That's a stud, man.
Holy moly. How old of a bull do you think he is?
He's at least 8.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, we see it, John, but not often.
Yeah.
Awesome bull, man.
Man, thank you so much. I cannot
You're
believe
welcome,
that spot. I don't even know how you spotted him. You just turned around and looked up the hill.
Yeah, I just looked up the hill and I saw it's definitely a kudu, but I couldn't see male or female.
Oh man.
From the bottom I couldn't see the horns on him. So I thought maybe we had a female there. And this time of the year the bulls is not with the cows anymore. So.
Yeah.
And when I lifted the binos, I say I could see horns because he had his head
He
up.
had his head back.
Yeah, but his horns was facing the other direction. And as soon as he turned his head, I could see that tips. You see the tip that you...
Uh-huh.
We always look for the tips must hook forward.
Yeah, come back forward.
Yeah, not always that they flare out or stand up straight.
Yeah.
But they need to hook forward if you look at it from the side.
Right.
And then you know it's a mature bull.
Alright, so bull was standing right up there. Shot him from down there. Drew, the cameraman, actually just left. He's actually on his way to the airport right now. Hasn't even made it to the airport. We always joke that he's my bad luck, and I've never been able to really kill anything, you know, with him. So I don't know that this helps the case or hurts the case, but either way, glad we got it done. And he was the first person that I told, you know, outside of South Africa. He was the first person to know that I shot that thing. So I know it's a big relief. He's kind of kicking himself over last night. He places a lot of blame on himself for, you know, that bull last night, seeing him move in the blind when he was making adjustments on the camera. And if it wasn't him, he could have, that bull could have caught me moving. So it's all good. It all worked out. I've got a giant kudu on the ground over here, and I'm absolutely jacked up here. Today we got on the truck, and Jeep said he had this 338. And I thought, man, I don't know. You know, my goal was originally to try to shoot one with a bow, but then I saw that it had a loophole scope, so we went ahead and gave it a shot. But Jeep put an awesome spot on this thing. I would have never seen it, and he gave me a range of 239 yards uphill, and from the truck, kind of made a rest on the back of the Land Cruiser, and luckily was able to make a good shot. He ran maybe 25-30 yards. Just incredible animals, incredible place. Behind the camera, there's a team of guys that came up here to help get him out, and they're going to help take care of the cape for me and stuff. And I can't thank Jeep and RhinoLand Safaris. I mean, Marius and Michael and Marcel, their whole staff, Bianca, Eddie. It's just, we got Joshua, all the trackers. The first class operation. And none of this would have been possible without any of those guys and a whole team effort. So I wish Drew was still here to celebrate with me, but man, this is a bucket list animal to come to South Africa and shoot a kudu. I've wanted to do this for so many years, and pretty awesome. I'm gonna keep on running down the bucket list season to season and keep this thing going.